Hello and welcome. This is Angie with thecountrysheetcottage.net. So today's video is sponsored by Rustoleum, and we're going to be using their color shift paint to make some extra large wood dominoes that makes a great outdoor game. Color shift paint, let's talk about that first. Color shift paint, you need a base coat. We're going to use black as well as a top coat. Now this comes in a variety of colors. We are going to use Purple Sunrise for our dominoes, and if you can kind of see the color shift as I hold this up, it's even more impressive in real life. So the color kind of shifts as you move around whatever you've painted. So this product can be used in so much more than the wood dominoes. I thought they would just be a really cool effect on this project, and this game is perfect for outdoors, for summertime, to keep the kids busy, that type of thing, and it's super inexpensive to make. So just 1x6 boards cut into lengths, and then you just add your domino pieces, and you can have a variety of methods you can add these. So you can paint them, you could use your Cricut machine, you could add them however you wanted to. First, let's get started with the supplies we need to make this project, and then we'll head outside and do some spray painting. Here are the supplies you're going to need. So you're going to need some boards that are cut twice as long as they are wide. So this is a 1x6 board, and we cut it, they're about 5.5 inches wide, so it's about 11 inches long. So I would measure the boards because like a 1x6 is not 6 inches wide, so measure them and make them twice as long as they are wide. And I've already cut these and sanded them. So cut them, sand them, clean them, all that good stuff. Then you're going to need something to paint them with. So we are going to use the color shift paint, so the Rustoleum Imagine color shift, and you will need a black base coat as well as your top coat. So the top coat we're going to use is this Purple Sunrise, and you can kind of tell by the cap how it's going to color change. That would be a really cool effect on some dominoes. So we're going to paint them with the black first as a base coat. Then we're going to top coat with the Purple Sunrise. Then you want to add the dots to your dominoes, of course. And we're going to do those in white. A couple different ways you can add them. You could just paint them on like using Tester's craft paint, circles and a rectangle in the middle. You could cut stencils out of vinyl like on your Cricut and put the stencil down to use with the craft paint. So you could freehand the paint or stencil it, or you could cut like circles and rectangles from the vinyl and just use them as stickers onto your dominoes. 3 options, whatever way you want to go. Let's head outside first and paint our boards with our base coat in black, and you will want to make sure that this is the color shift black base coat that goes with the Rustoleum Imagine. You will want to make sure that those are the same type. So now let's head outside. All right, so you will want to spray one side, flip it over, spray the other side after the first side is dried, and then allow this to dry for 24 hours before adding the next layer, which is going to be the color shift, and I'm going to use the Purple Sunrise. Now, there are a variety of colors in this color shift paint, so you can definitely pick the one that you love the most for your dominoes, but I really like this Purple Sunrise, so let's head outside and do the next coat with the Purple Sunrise over the top of the black. Now our boards are painted on both sides with the color shift paint and Purple Sunrise. So you can probably see that color shift as I move the wood board piece. Now we're going to make these into dominoes. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can do this a variety of ways. You can take Tester's craft paint and something like a round sponge brush and make your circles. And then just, you could freehand a line in the center just with a regular paintbrush. You could draw them with a ruler and then go over the top of that with just a paintbrush and your Tester's craft paint. Don't have a sponge brush or don't like the idea of the freehand, and you could take vinyl in your Cricut machine and you can cut circles and lines, and you could use those as stencils. So you could apply those to your boards and paint over the top as a stencil. Or I have some outdoor vinyl here, and I'm just going to use those on the board itself. But we do have to do a few things first. First thing is I want to find the center of the board. So mine are 11 inches, so 5.5 inches is the center, and I'm just going to mark that center line. And then I can just peel the vinyl from the backing. This is already cut. Now I will have a cut file for this in the description below if you want to cut this to make your own vinyl pieces, your own stencil, whatever, and it will be enough for all of the domino pieces, and we're just going to make a couple as an illustration. So there is our center line. So every domino has a center line, and then every domino will have circles on one or both sides. Now some of them have like a 0, so they won't have any, so let's just do this one as a 0, so it won't have anything on this side, and we'll just put a 1 circle on this side. And so we'll just approximately in the center put 1. And so now this domino is complete. Let's do another one that has a number on both sides. Again, we'll want to measure the center. Add that line down the center. And then this one, let's do 1 on one side. And we'll do 2 on the opposite side. So there we have another domino. So I'm just going to continue making these extra large dominoes with the vinyl pieces that I have, and then we'll take a look at how to play this game. This project is actually super easy, right? And it looks great and will keep the kids occupied for a while. So I have just a few stacked up here, but you will need the supplies to make like 28 dominoes if you want the double 6. So I made a game with the double 6, so that would be 28 dominoes. If you wanted to do double 9 dominoes, you might want larger pieces or smaller circles. Both options are there, and then you would need more wood pieces to get that look. Now I've dropped some links below. First link, where you can get the color shift paint, because if you're going to make a domino game, why not make it color shift? And the spray paint is super easy to use, which is a bonus. Second link, I'm going to drop a cut file for the circles as well as the dividers on the dominoes. So if you wanted to cut a stencil or just cut your vinyl to make those, you can do that. Otherwise, freehand it like we talked about. If you have any questions about anything we've covered today, please drop in the comment section below and ask those. If you loved this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. We have videos like this all the time and you don't want to miss any of those. Thank y'all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.